Good morning, everyone. We will wait like 1-2 minutes longer for the rest of people who are joining. Okay, good morning. I think that we can start. Today, I'm pleased to invite you for the webinar presented by Jean-Francois from Cambium Networks and Carlos Gonzalez from Winncom. They will talk about one secure network, and I just wanted to inform you that the webinar is being recorded. I will contact you after the webinar and you will get the link with the recording. And also, if you have any questions, you can write them down on chat or Q&A during the webinar. And by the end, JF and Carlos will answer. So, hi, guys.
Good morning. Thank you, Agnieszka.
Good morning, Agnieszka. Thanks for the introduction, and good morning, everyone, for joining us in this amazing webinar. First of all, Jean-Francois, how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing pretty good, yeah, not sure, I can share the weather outside, but actually it's a lovely weather. You should really stand next to me in the south of France.
Okay. Here I'm based in Madrid, so it's I think 25 degrees. It's springtime. Unfortunately, it's not raining, so let's hope for the best. So, as said, thank you to everybody for joining this. I think it's very interesting solution by Cambium Networks. You know that Cambium Networks is one of our primary vendors. We have been working with them from the beginning, from the Motorola times. And this, I think, is one network. The concept that Jean-Francois will explain later on is, I think, is a huge step ahead on the, not only on the hardware, but also what's the implication on management and security of the networks. Really simple, really basic, but really, straightforward and really reliable solution. Okay, so you can see the agenda. So I try to provide all of you a briefing about Winncom technologies, and later on, Jeff will take the lead in order to explain where is Cambium right now and what's the strategy for the future of the company, and focus on one secure network, all the solutions stack from Cambium. We'll try also to provide some inputs and snapshots about some case studies, trying to cover the vast portfolio of where Cambium Networks, and to show you how the advantages that any customer can get deploying Cambium along with Winncom. All right. So let's start if you wanna. Do you want?
Before we start, Carlos, we will have a Q&A session at the end. Whenever you feel like, you can chat with us, write your question down, and Agnieszka will probably read them at the very end, or we will review, Carlos and I, and try to find the right answer to those questions.
Okay. So do you want me to show?
I can introduce myself to start with. That's a good thing to start with. So I'm Jean-François Fontaine-Boulet. I'm the regional sales director for Middle East and West Africa. I'm also the strategic accounts director for Europe, Middle East, and Africa at Cambium Networks. I've been working for Cambium for more than 5 years now, and still enjoying it. So I'm sure, you know, from the moment you will start using our equipment, our gears, you will definitely fall in love, same as I did 5 years back.
Okay, the guy, that handsome guy on the right part of the screen, it's me, it's Carlos Gonzalez. I'm, you know, Western Europe plus UK sales director on behalf of Winncom Technologies for the last 6 years. Before joining Winncom, I was working in Cambium Networks as a regional sales manager for Southern Europe countries for, you know, I think also 6 years. So just, you know, we, Jean-François and me, have a good and a really good and long relation. So nice to be here.
Nice to hear from you. So I will move the slide for you. Let me know whenever I need to go next.
Okay, I'll try to switch off the video in order to avoid any, you know, delay with the internet connection. All right. Okay, so who is Winncom? That's, you know, just only to highlight our main advantages and our main, you know, key selling points of ourselves. Okay, so we are one of the largest value-added broadband distributors, and I'll try to explain later on what's the real meaning of that concept, the value-added distributor. Okay. So we get an extensive telecommunication consultancy services for a long time, with over 15 years of experience in the EMEA region, and almost, I think we are already 27 years of history from the US. We are a US-based company, all right? We have representatives in 10 EMEA countries across Europe plus Africa and Middle East. We get technical engineering services from complete design to, you know, any configuration and kitting for every project. Online on-demand customer education center with, you know, really certified and really well-trained engineers in order, you know, to provide the enough and the needed knowledge about the solutions and the new solutions in the roadmap. Pre-sales, consulting, and post-sales support, and project team management for specific projects, case by case. Next slide, please. So you can see on the left all the technology solutions we are covering: LTE plus 4G plus 5G, wireless point-to-point, point-to-multipoint, enterprise Wi-Fi, networking and switching solutions, DAS system in order to extend mobile coverage in indoor buildings, network monitoring and virtual gateways. And right now we are working with virtualization and cloud services as well, and network management systems. On the other part, you know, as a complementary solutions for the, you know, main hardware portfolio, we have site solutions with towering, cablings, antennas, whatever. Enclosures, clean power solutions with solar panels and distribution, power distribution modules, and so on. So anything you could need, even in the IoT, IIoT, industrial sensors, whatever, we can provide that. Next slide, please. This is a snapshot of our, you know, main vendors we are working with closely. So in this case, Cambium is one of our primary vendors. We are working with them, but you can see we are, you know, I think distributing the best and carrier class, you know, solutions in the market. Not only, you know, in the broadband plus Wi-Fi, but also antennas, any complementary solutions, And right now, as said, even, fiber and any solutions based on, project based from the scratch. Next slide. What is really important for us, and that's what I'm trying to explain to you, that we are not only a fulfilling master distributor covering worldwide, we can offer, and we are really offer services, across all components of the project, from consulting, engineering design, project management, distribution and technical services, installation support, and even ongoing service support and training. What is really important from the professional consultancy services is like, our, approach to any project or any need is a solution approach. We'll say at the beginning, we are, hardware agnostic or vendor agnostic to be honest. So we try, to get all the, inputs from the customers, what's the needs, what's the expected future escalation, whatever. And we try to provide, the best solutions, the proper solution, not to, to answer back, so reply to the current needs, but also for the future ones. So we just, complete solution proposition, network, audit, analysis, equipment selections, any accessories, and even we are able to customize those accessories in order to get a proper fit. Cambium is it's one of our main vendors, but also we are always looking for, complementary solutions in order, with emerging technologies to, to put added value on top of the hardware solutions. All of that based on a pure project management from the scratch, with even suspended research and, and certifications and performance acceptance tests and certified trainers and training center to provide, the enough knowledge to the end users to feel comfortable with that kind of network. Regarding professional engineering services, anything you can imagine or anything you can need from the, engineering in order to feel comfortable, to feel, reliable with the solutions Winncom is providing to you. So we are completed wireless and wired network design services, RF modeling, coverage design, site surveys, with extensive technical troubleshooting support, and and even advanced network monitoring services to provide predictably on on the network behavior, trying to to act in advance any issue comes out. Sorry. Next slide, please.
Next and final.
All right, and this is a snapshot of main customers. There are many of them. I do think right now we are almost over 8,000 customers worldwide. So what I would like to highlight, though, from the beginning, we were focused on fixed wireless access. One of our main customer base is, is dotted with operators, internet service providers, wireless internet service providers, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. But also now, we have a, bunch of customers with the industrial communications, with the military and defense, with the public safety, with the industrial, pure industrial customers, with some private LTE or 5G networks. And also right now, the trend is the enterprise with the, where Cambium is our main vendor as well, with the, Wi-Fi plus switching solutions, with the, management in order, to provide a proper fit to the enterprise market. So let's say hospitality, healthcare, education, whatever you need that. Okay, next slide, please.
Well, next line is mine, actually.
It's mine. So it's your turn. I'll, switch off my microphone.
Thank you, Carlos. Thanks a lot. Good morning again, everyone. I'm glad to see the number of attendees growing from the beginning of this presentation. A quick slide on Cambium Networks, the company. Next year, we will celebrate 25 years experience in RF. with 9 years stewardship from Motorola. So if you want to work with an experienced company in point-to-point, point-to-multipoint, broadband, Wi-Fi in general, welcome to us. We are still, one of the challenger if we compare ourselves with the top guys worldwide. However, we are still ranking in the top 10 manufacturers. We are almost reaching 1 million cloud customers accounts. We are covering the entire planet. When usually we are not covering a country, it's ever a civil war pending or an embargo. Otherwise, there's no reason we cannot ship goods anywhere. We are listed since almost 4 years now on NASDAQ. Among the almost 700 employees worldwide, half of them are engineers. We are definitely an engineering company enabling solution, wireless solution, whatever the environment, urban, indoor, outdoor, residential, industrial, rural, with always the same core solution, our Cambium management platform, cnMaestro. And cnMaestro enables you to onboard any single Cambium Networks equipment, send updates, control, troubleshoot, and from on-site and remotely as well. It's definitely one of the best assets of our solution set. Our solution covers from fiber to fixed wireless, at the very edge, the guest subscribers, employee connecting to Wi-Fi, and of course, large public hotspots, CCTV backhauling, building-to-building connectivity. We talk a lot about mission-critical networks, and we saw that with the pandemic. If you lose your connection, I won't say you lose life, but definitely, that will endanger yourself and your business. So we are there to make sure that you will never lose internet connectivity. We have many customers, many references worldwide, many in EMEA, many in every sub-region. But what we are usually good at, we're good with internet service providers, mobile carriers, SME, SMB, local governance, ministries of defense, ministries of interiors, and industrial usage. We have many operators worldwide. You see, 25,000. It's huge. A number of partners using and reselling Cambium networks. It's over 1,200, 600 worldwide. One network concept. This is new in the wording. However, it is definitely not new in the offering itself. What we are looking at bringing to the market with one network, it's one single experience, secure convergence of product from the core to the edge. Operational excellence means helping you with any operational deployment simplification, making your life easy. We speak about intelligent automation. You'll see that with the automation of troubleshooting, predictable performance. This is key when you design a link, when you design a network. You want also to make sure that it will be easy for you to manage it. So we are optimizing every single application usage to simplify your team works. Business growth. This is our target, helping you to grow further, helping you to become big and look after bigger and bigger end customers, while helping you expanding the offering, controlling the cost, and making sure that there's a full automation in place for your network. We offer differentiated service. You will see, in the upcoming slides, all the solution we can come up with, all the bands we are covering, all the environments we can cope with. Full customization, zero-touch provisioning, automated processes, the best total cost of ownership, and the optimization of your own cost, meaning limiting your companies to ever increase the bandwidth subscription that you need, or increase the task force to answer the calls. You will see how with our quality of experience software. One network, it is about Wi-Fi, switching, security, and backhauling in one single solution. Superior performances, simple to operate, and economical, in the sense that you will get the best return on investment. And this is what we want you to understand. We will never force you to buy more than what you need. And usually the way we do that is really to sit down with you, understand what you need, and provide you advices on the best bill of material you should consider. Our goal is, as I said earlier, to make you grow, to help you grow, but also to help you pitch the right solution for end customers you will be working with, or to get the best return on investment with everything you buy from us. Delivering the best of breed technology. It goes through PTP, PMP, Wi-Fi and security, switches, and we have a few assets that needs to be highlighted here. Our gigabit mechanism, meaning we are, you will see that on the next slide. We are providing more speed in a broader and broader perimeter. When we were used to be considered by our partners for a rural environment, more and more will be looked at for a urban and dense environment. And it is definitely interesting, because whatever the distance, you can rely on us. And it will be with a huge bandwidth or limited one, but assuming we can go over the gigabit. We are entering the fiber game. You will hear from us in the upcoming weeks. We are still the leader of massive MIMO. We launched our 5G fix offering a year and a half back, and it starts growing everywhere. We are making sure that we remain reliable, we remain scalable, and with the fair price. With all the tools that we are offering you, it's not a portfolio at one glance. It's definitely how to use every single product based on the needs of the ground, based on the need of the subscribers, of the guest users, of the business-to-business customers you may have. And this through a full portfolio covering whatever distance. The scale here on this design goes up to 10 kilometers. Actually, we have plenty references with 50, 60 kilometers distance. So we can help you any distance and with any bandwidth from 200 meg, 400 to over 1 gig. And this for residential usage, business to business, internet service provider requirements, whatever the band. So actually the limitation will always come from the local regulation authority, but not from Cambium. We can provide you with any equipment. Just make sure that in your respective countries, you can use them, and we will, of course, provide guidance for. What you see on this design, besides some equipment, you see a lot of new. Yes, we keep introducing many new products every single quarter. We will enter fiber soon. We have just released our 5G fix and keep releasing 6 GHz NAC security, NAC 3000, which is our SD-WAN solution. This is interesting, and this is what I will speak about later on. You can also, if I click one more, yes, QoE at the very bottom of the of this graphic is interesting. It stands for quality of experience, and let me tell you what's behind. It's about securing your subscribers meaning growing your subscriber base, retaining your subscribers, growing the quality of experience, and growing your own internet service provider business. QoE definitely stands for quality of experience and not quality of service. Most people, when we touch base with this solution, think, oh yeah, QoS. Well, QoS, which stands for quality of service, is more technology centric. It's about throughput, it's about delay, it's about packet loss, when QoE is user centric. We really want, the subscriber to enjoy the most of the bandwidth you can deliver. So it's about responsiveness, interactivity, acceptability, utility, satisfaction. What will avoid you a massive churn? We want you to keep your subscribers and keep them in. We will provide you with the right solution for. Of course, there's a cost for it, but the return on investment is just huge. Thanks to a mix of software-based solution, we will enable you to increase the customer satisfaction and save a lot of money. With TCP Optimizer, you will, in average, reduce your support calls by 30 to 50%. This is huge. Imagine the amount of money you can save on limiting the support calls team, avoiding to recruit more people to pick up the phone. Honestly, there's a lot of savings here. Network visibility with multi-level statistics will definitely avoid you to reduce the troubleshooting work and time spent, again, by 30 to 50%. So it's a huge saving again. Multi-criteria traffic shaping, enabling you to look at subscriber by subscriber, all the application they're using, the flow of bandwidth, prioritizing every single application, removing some, highlighting some, will definitely make a best use of the throughput. You will reduce the throughput consumption by 20 to 40%. This is a huge saving. Why? Because the throughput you're not utilizing will enable new subscribers to enjoy it, or will stop you from increasing your bandwidth subscription. Automatic congestion detection and management will enable you to improve busy hour performance. You will reduce the latency, the retransmission by 10 to 20%. It's a big saving again. Speed test detection and bursting to red plan. This is interesting because when you have customer subscribers complaining, they usually run a speed test. And unless you have visibility to show all the possible bandwidth on the network on this speed test, you will have some complaints. So we help you increasing the customer satisfaction here, reducing the support calls by a lot. And finally, you know, the DDoS attack detection, this will proactively detect threats. It won't fight the threats, but it will definitely alert you on any threat you should be facing and find a solution for. You will save thousands of dollars. So the real value of QE, which is a software-based solution that you can host on any server, and we have some recommendation based on the bandwidth you're handling, is really about boosting your own sales, your own internet service provider sales. Increase the customer experience and perception of your company's service. It's the opportunity to make sure the word of mouth is playing for your company. Having your subscribers as your best advocates. And if it enables you to save money from an operational point of view, it will also help you on marketing side. The more happy customers, the less you need to communicate on social networks, on advertisement, and so on. You want to trial it for free? Well, you can. Just ask our team, ask Winncom. They will provide you with a free trial license, and you can, for a month, find, you know, by yourself the return of investment of QE. I can bet on it. You will love that. We spoke about, actually, the webinar was titled One Secure Network. Why? As you just saw earlier, we can enable you to secure your business, secure the number of subscribers, and even, you know, secure the growth, the expected growth for the year to come. Here you can secure the sourcing from one single vendor. And this is where it is interesting when you look at the enterprise side, in more particularly, to see all the solutions that are brought to you by Cambium, from indoor, outdoor access point. Indoor, you will find the corridor access point, but also the wall plates. Outdoor, you will have connectorized antennas and standard omni or sectorized outdoor access point. 60 gigahertz will help you for the building-to-building connectivity, but also to bring any gigabit bandwidth offering into a dense urban area. Switching will be there, whatever you need. We'll see that later on, to help you connecting and powering the access point, and cnMaestro X will make your life easier managing every single product for an entire solution set. You will secure going forward gigabit speed. And it is important because we spoke earlier about gigabit. Our solution can enable you to go up to 7 gigabit. It's just huge links, huge radio links that we are offering you to enjoy, to connect residencies, subscribers, business to business. As you could see here, you can, thanks to a building being connected and a switch behind and an access point, connect an office. If instead of an access point, you connect a normal Wi-Fi router, then it will be an apartment renter or owner that could enjoy the Wi-Fi benefit. So well, I don't want to enter here into any technical details. What I like the most about Cambium is the ease of use and the fact that if you share with us what I want to cover this country, I want to cover this block, I want to cover this industrial space, this shopping center, and so on, and we'll tell you exactly what you need based on the environment and based on your geography. Among the interesting assets to highlight in your portfolio, we have one interesting feature in our switching portfolio. Actually, you could also see some new badges on the slide. We are and we will be introducing new equipment by the end of the year, EX3K series and a fiber aggregation switch. So this will definitely help us cover the few gaps we might have been asked to cope with, but also cover new landscapes, and this will be interesting. The feature that I want to speak about switches here is PBA. It stands for policy based automation, and it will definitely secure your operational deployments, or by enabling them in a timely manner, by enabling you to send equipment and manage them remotely, to ship them configured and avoid any manipulation on the site, and more, and even more, avoid any connection on premises. Oh, PBA actually is a feature enabling you to list all the devices that will be connecting to the switches on a given installation, on a given property. And wherever you connect them into the switch, there will be, whatever the port you decide to connect those devices, as long as they are listed, they will be fully connected, fully powered, and they will be automatically recognized as such, as a proper device that should be connected. And we will apply the configuration for the printer, for the access point, for the minibar if you are in an hotel, for the smart TV, and so on. So it's really a wonderful feature, avoiding any people trying to clean the switch and unplugging the cable by default to make a mistake when plugging it back. So actually, wherever you plug the device, it will work, and it will work the right way. Same simplification, same easiness of use will apply to the entire enterprise portfolio. But see, what you have in front of you is slightly more than the enterprise portfolio. It's indeed Wi-Fi and switching, but also SD-WAN. I have the next slide that is interesting, showing you how this will enable you to have a predictable performance. Fixed wireless, covering every single band, and hopefully soon to be released, our PON solution, fiber solution. When it comes to Wi-Fi, as you could notice, we are still manufacturing Wi-Fi 5, Wi-Fi 6, Wi-Fi 6E, and one of the features that is interesting from Wi-Fi 6E is the ability to not only play with 2.4 and 5 gigahertz, but also 6 gigahertz. Even if 6 gigahertz is not available in your country yet, well, you will be able to activate that channel afterwards. So it's a future-proof investment, enabling you to use 2.4 and 5 as of now. And when you will see a clear pickup of devices requesting to use 6 gigahertz, you will remotely activate this channel and decide among the 3, 5, or 8 radios the number of channels you want to assign to 6 gigahertz. I mentioned predictable performance, and indeed this is the case. This is a network, an enterprise network, where you will have one solution, NSE 3000, and we're expecting an NSE 5,000 by the end of the year to go after really large enterprise customers, enabling you to control all the app at the one edge. The switching with all the security isolation, the Wi-Fi layer with the app control at the Wi-Fi edge, and the devices that you have listed and consider being normal to be connected on the network. As you could see, the control on the application happens at WAN and Wi-Fi level. That will give you the certainty to you and to the end customers that everything is under control, that you take care of security. And this is important going forward because we see so many threats coming from outside, and you need to take care of the network. So what you see right here from WAN to Wi-Fi app control will clearly give you all the keys to the network. QoE that we mentioned earlier will enable you to control the bandwidth. So if you control the guest experience and control the security of the network, here you are. Everything is there, you're managing, you're taking care, and you can share the word. Among the abilities you have to secure your business, you can also secure your involvement into some particular deals. If you are cooking a tender, if you are working at bringing to Cambium a large opportunity, you should deal register it. How easy is that? Well, as a Cambium partner, you have access to our channel partner portal. You have the URL mentioned above. And the first thing you see on the right-hand side when you connect is actually deal registration. And this button, you click on it, you will be able to declare an opportunity that you are working on it, and that will give you two things. Deal protection, and this is why I spoke about securing your involvement. So deal protection and additional discount. So not only, you will make sure that no one else will get that discount, but you will get the best discount. Moving forward in the additional slide, we have case studies, and this is where Carlos is joining me again, and we'll comment one by one all the most recent references that Winncom and Cambium have together, where it was worth spending some time on.
Thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome.
Really, I do think there's really, interesting point in order to show in a briefing, who is Cambium and what they can offer. So, I would like to highlight, one slide that it's a summary about all the vast portfolio Cambium is offering right now, and, the investments they are doing in research and development in order to provide that kind of software rather than hardware, on top. To bring, security and management and monitoring values on your network. So I think that the conclusion on that is like, Cambium plus Winncom are your best partners to provide any, connectivity network solutions in anywhere. Okay, so sorry, going forward with that, case study, just only, because we are just a bit late on time. It's you can get all the information through our blogspot. We'll provide the links in order, to download the proper information about in different case studies we had. But just only a snapshot to highlight what Cambium plus Winncom can offer to you. The first one is the second largest EPMP fixed wireless network in the world. It's in Libya. All right. So this is Elnet. This project started with a deployment in last 2015, okay, when they replaced a system that was not really performing really well, with because they were operating really noisy RF environment. Okay, so they were, you know, there were three main topics in order to meet. One, increase the capacity due to population density. The second one was provide superior interference tolerance because they were operating in a really noisy spectrum. And you know, the most important for a business model in a service provider is reduce capital expenditure, you know, the total cost of ownership of the network. So Elnet decided to deploy Cambium networks based on the platform ePMP. If you are, you know, used to work with Cambium, you remember the first batch was ePMP 1000, later on 2000. Right now it's the 3000, and Cambium is announced that, you know, the amazing launching of the next ePMP 4000 series. That is really amazing, close to, you know, the famous core portfolio by Cambium Networks, let's say Medusa. In this case, you know, to address the population density issues with the, you know, the GPS synchronization was really, you know, key to, you know, to counter that kind of, you know, noisy, and allows, you know, allows the operator in order to reduce frequencies in order to scale in dense environments as well. Okay, and finally, using cnMaestro, as Jeff has explained, you know, this network management platform provides a unified view about the entire network via cloud services. Okay, so the main, you know, goals they got was, you know, one of them, it's 5+ more clients supported per IP. Okay, instead of the previous solution, they were only, you know, trying to maybe to manage or to, you know, to deliver services to 24 subscribers per IP. With the ePMP platform, they got till 120 subscribers per IP. Okay, so that means that, you know, 20, 30 plus less expensive than satellite service, and for sure less equipment, towers, and maintenance need. So what's really important for this is, you know, any solution, any need you could have, no matter the density, you know, the area to cover, Cambium can provide the proper solutions in order to fit those needs. Next slide, please. The second one is going beyond, you know, when everybody says, you know, sub 6 GHz fixed wireless access is really crowded, is, you know, suffers, you know, a lot of noisy spectrum, network drops, whatever. And I have just, you know, explained that with the ePMP, with GPS synchronization, you can still, you know, using that technology. But step ahead is, you know, millimeter wave with based on TeraRF protocol, the cnWave family by Cambium Networks, and this solution can provide a fiber-like connectivity, not only to residential users but also to enterprise, and even, you know, we are approaching the fiber operators, the pure fiber operators, to install, you know, really easy to install, and really, I think, faster than, you know, trenches with the fiber. You know, high capacity, high connectivity, you know, and reliable connectivity as well. So you have here a video that explains not only the technology, but also what the most important is the end user feedback after, you know, installing and deploying this. And we are working with a, you know, Boneus is a service provider based in UK, along with MS Distribution, our local partner, in order to provide, you know, high capacity, you know, connectivity to the, you know, to the different countries in the region. Next slide, please. Going beyond, you know, not only we're talking about fixed wireless access, that was the heritage from, you know, Canopy, Motorola times in the past, but also, you know, Cambium has made a big effort in order, you know, to merge as one of the, you know, key vendors on the Wi-Fi arena. In this case, we have hospitality example. In Greece, is a, you know, luxury 5-star hotel that they were, you know, had a really, I wouldn't say crap, but, you know, not really, you know, reliable Wi-Fi network, and in hospitality sector, Wi-Fi has become a real commodity, and one of the the services that a hotel can provide, and it's really rated in the TripAdvisor or whatever, much more even that the room or whatever. So in this case, the customer installed Wi-Fi 6 plus, CM Matrix, and was a really easy deployment. And what it's is to the hotel owners is, the management of the network via CM Maestro. It's really simple and really, easy to monitor the network and to provide proper services to the guests of the hotel. Next slide, please. Even, in campsites, it's, with the Wi-Fi solutions by Cambium plus EPM plus fixed wireless access, providing, the proper connectivity to the, to the guests on the campsites. Can be, punctual installations, and can be, temporary installations, or, let them for, for the time being, but it's providing fuel capacity as well. At the end of the day, I think even the model of the tourist line has changed. So everybody needs and wants to be connected everywhere. Next slide, please. And this another, example of what we call enterprise sector, but in this case is hospitality, the emergency departments in Poland, with 232 hospitals in order to provide rapid communications and critical communications to the emergency departments. This project, is somebody maybe could be surprised of that, was based on the Wi-Fi 5 E410 access point. That many people say, no, that's a residential, let's say, small and medium business. This, the solution itself met all the, the healthcare system from Poland requirements regarding connectivity, security, and rapid communications. Next slide.
Well, next slide is almost the final slide, because this is a Q&A session.
All right. Just only, as a summary of this, thank you, GF. Thank you, Agnieszka, also, in order to host this webinar. It's really important to highlight one thing. I think Cambium is right now is the best vendor in wireless, because they can provide any solutions for every need, from fixed wireless access in order to transport, backhauling, access, and distribution network, with the required levels of security and management. And along with Winncom, as I said, we have stocks, we can offer the best price, and for sure we can offer added value services in order to make it happen. So thank you everybody for joining this webinar. Right now it's your call. Please feel free to send your questions.
Exactly. And maybe something I can remind, from what we showed, all the case studies, we can have shown, more references for sure. We can have shown, references with Medusa or multi-MIMO solution. We can have shown Wi-Fi case studies in education, which is our number one vertical in the enterprise business. So there are plenty of references we can come up with. Whenever you need references, whenever you need support, reach out to us. And when I say us, it's Cambium Networks and Winncom. We will find the right references. We will find the right partner to engage with. We will find the right end customer to bring some confidence into the project. We're there to help. This is my very goal every single day, to try to make things smoother, nicer, easier to work with us. Among the question I saw in the chat, well, actually, there's one which is about the ability on the ground to deploy some equipment. Fernand, I really encourage you to write to me to explaining, where you sit, in which country, and what you try to achieve. And I promise I'll come up with the right solution for you. You can write to me at jf.fb@cambiumnetworks.com. JF.
JF, I will share your email to all the attendees. So
and that's the best way. And then I will connect you with my technical manager. I have one technical manager, regional technical manager for West and Central Africa, and one for Middle East. So I'm sure we will find a solution, whether looking at best practices in the region or digging further with the regulatory body in the country. Carlos, anything you want to add?
No, for me, it's okay. It's okay. I think it's 1 hour, so
it looks good because, yeah, we are on time. I found out, that I could have spent, 4 more minutes on my slide, but it's good not to spend more than an hour. Thanks everyone, for having attended this webinar. It's always, as usual, just an introduction. This is aimed to give you the willingness to dig further, to find out that it is convenient to work with us respectively, that you can find any solution that you need to cover your business expectation, that you have nice people to talk to, and this is important. And we like humans before numbers. So the more social interaction we can have with you, the better, always. And we will always prefer face-to-face meetings or conference call meetings. We want to see you, we want to hear from you, and this is the best way to build a business. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And of course, as I told you, I will contact everyone after the webinar. So also you guys.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.